Imagine a silent killer lurking in your daily meals, a monster that affects over 422 million people worldwide: diabetes. This chronic condition marked by high blood sugar levels is not just a disease, it's a global epidemic. It's an invisible enemy, infiltrating the lives of millions, often without their knowledge. But the real shocker? It may be hiding in your pantry or fridge right now. You see, diabetes isn't just a result of genetics or lifestyle choices. It's also deeply connected to the foods we consume every day. Yes, those seemingly harmless items you pick up from your local grocery store could be fueling the rise of this dreaded disease. From sugar-laden drinks to processed meats, white bread to artificial sweeteners, the food items that we often take for granted could be putting us at risk. You might be unknowingly inviting diabetes with your everyday food choices. First on our list, sugar-sweetened beverages, the sweet poison. Now these beverages are deceptively appealing. They're cool, they're refreshing, and they seemingly hit the spot on a warm day. But don't let their allure fool you. Hidden beneath that sweet taste is a high sugar content, one that's wreaking havoc on your body without you even realizing it. You see, when you consume these sugar-sweetened beverages, you're taking in far more sugar than your body can handle. This isn't just about the extra calories, though that's a concern too. It's about the way this sugar overload affects your body's ability to function properly. You might not feel it immediately, but over time, your body begins to struggle with managing all that sugar. This is where obesity and insulin resistance come into play. The high sugar content in these beverages can lead to weight gain, and not just a few extra pounds. We're talking about significant weight gain that pushes you into the obesity zone. And obesity, as we know, is a major risk factor for developing type 2 diabetes, but it doesn't stop there. The sugar in these beverages also affects your body's insulin response. Insulin is the hormone that helps your body process sugar and keep your blood sugar levels in check. However, when you overload your system with sugar, your body starts to resist insulin's effects. This insulin resistance is a precursor to type 2 diabetes, and the research backs this up. Studies have shown a direct link between the consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages and an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. In fact, one study found that those who regularly consumed 1 to 2 servings of these beverages each day had a whopping 26% higher risk of developing diabetes than those who rarely consumed them. So, the next time you're tempted to reach for that soda or that sweetened iced tea, take a moment to think. Is that brief moment of sweetness worth the long-term health risks? Is it worth the potential of developing a chronic, life-altering condition, like diabetes? Next time you reach for that soda, remember it's a sugary road to diabetes. Hold that hot dog, processed meats are a diabetes time bomb. Picture your favorite breakfast spread. Perhaps it includes crispy bacon, sizzling sausages, or a slice of ham. These are all examples of processed meats, and while they might make your taste buds dance, they could be causing your body more harm than good. Processed meats are meats that have been preserved by smoking, curing, salting, or adding chemical preservatives. This includes not just the aforementioned bacon, sausages, and ham, but also salami, pepperoni, and even that hot dog you're about to bite into. They're often high in sodium and nitrates, which can pose a significant risk to your health. But how does this connect to diabetes, you ask? Well, high sodium levels can lead to high blood pressure, which is a risk factor for diabetes. Sodium can cause your body to retain water, putting more pressure on your heart and blood vessels. Over time, this increased pressure can damage these vessels, making it harder for your insulin to do its job. Now let's talk about nitrates. They're often used in processed meats to maintain color and extend shelf life, but here's the kicker: they can contribute to insulin resistance. This is a condition where the body's cells don't respond properly to insulin, the hormone that regulates blood sugar. Insulin resistance is a primary driver of type 2 diabetes. And there's more. Processed meats are also often high in unhealthy fats, which can lead to weight gain. And as we know, being overweight or obese increases the risk of developing diabetes. So what's the takeaway here? It doesn't mean you have to completely eliminate processed meats from your diet, but it does mean you should limit your intake, opt for leaner meats whenever possible, and balance your diet with plenty of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Remember, each bite is a choice. A choice that can either lead you down the path towards health complications like diabetes, or towards a healthier, happier you. Processed meats, tasty but potentially dangerous. White bread, a staple food in many households, but did you know it's a diabetes culprit? Let's delve into this. White bread is a product of refined grains. Unlike their whole grain counterparts, refined grains are stripped of their outer nutrient-rich layers during processing. What's left is a grain that's high in starch but low in fiber. This lack of fiber means that your body digests white bread almost as quickly as it would pure sugar. Now you might be asking, what's the big deal? Well, when your body breaks down these easy-to-digest starches, it causes a rapid rise in your blood sugar levels. This is where the term high glycemic index comes into play. Foods with a high glycemic index, like white bread, can cause these quick, sharp spikes in blood sugar. Here's why that's concerning. Over time, these spikes can lead to a condition called insulin resistance. Your body essentially gets overwhelmed by the constant need to produce insulin to manage these sugar spikes, and it begins to struggle, leading to consistently high blood sugar levels. And what's the result of this? You guessed it, diabetes. So, while white bread may be a convenient and familiar food choice, it's important to be aware of the potential risks it carries. Let's consider alternatives. Whole grain breads, for instance, are higher in fiber and have a lower glycemic index, meaning they can help to manage those blood sugar levels more effectively. White bread, it's not as innocent as it looks. Artificial sweeteners, the zero-calorie deception that could be paving your way to diabetes. Artificial sweeteners are often marketed as a healthier alternative to sugar, promising the same sweet taste without the calories. But is this zero-calorie promise too good to be true? Well, it seems like it may be. In our quest to cut down on sugar, many of us have turned to these alternatives thinking they're the healthier choice. But recent research suggests that these sweeteners may not be the guilt-free substitute we believe them to be. They may in fact be contributing to the very problem we're trying to avoid: diabetes. You see, artificial sweeteners, despite their lack of calories, can actually alter our gut microbiota. That's the community of microorganisms living in our digestive tract that plays a crucial role in our overall health. These changes in the gut microbiota can lead to glucose intolerance, a condition where your body struggles to process sugar. This in turn can pave the way for the development of type 2 diabetes. And it's not just about diabetes. This disruption of the gut microbiota can also lead to a host of other health issues, from obesity to heart disease. It's a domino effect, with one small change setting off a chain of events that can have serious consequences for our health. So while artificial sweeteners may seem like the perfect solution to our sugar cravings, they're far from it. They're not the silver bullet we've been led to believe. Instead, they're a sweet deception, a zero-calorie illusion that could be doing us more harm than good. We need to rethink our relationship with these sweeteners, to look beyond the marketing and understand the potential risks. It's not just about reducing our sugar intake, it's about making healthier choices overall. Remember, it's not just what we eat, but how it affects us that matters. And when it comes to artificial sweeteners, it seems the effects could be far from sweet. Artificial sweeteners? A sweet illusion with bitter consequences. Fast foods, a convenient meal option, but a fast track to diabetes. Let's dive into the fatty truth about these quick bites. Fast foods are undeniably tasty and convenient. They're everywhere and they're quick. But what makes them so delicious? The answer lies in the high levels of unhealthy fats, sodium, and sugars. These ingredients are not just flavor enhancers. They're a potent cocktail that contributes to obesity, a major risk factor for diabetes. You see, when you consume fast foods, you're not just filling your stomach, you're filling your body with trans and saturated fats, which can raise your bad cholesterol levels. Combined with a high intake of sodium, which can lead to hypertension, you're setting yourself up for a double whammy of health issues. And let's not forget the sugars. Oh, the sugars. They're hidden in those tantalizing sauces, drinks, and even the bread. Consuming too much sugar can lead to weight gain, and eventually, insulin resistance. This is when your body no longer responds effectively to insulin, the hormone that regulates blood sugar. And that, folks, is a straight path to type 2 diabetes. Fast foods may be a quick fix for your hunger, but they're a slow poison for your health. They might fill you up, but they're also filling your life with health risks. Fast foods, they might save time, but at what cost? Fruit juices, a seemingly healthy choice, but in reality, a diabetes promoter. Let's peel back the layers and squeeze out the truth about these seemingly innocent beverages. When you think of a refreshing drink, full of vitamins and good for your health, fruit juice probably comes to mind. But did you know that most commercial fruit juices are loaded with sugar, often as much as sodas? Yes, you heard that right. Your favorite orange or apple juice could be a sugar bomb in disguise. Fruit itself is good for you. It's packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. But when it's processed into juice, most of the fiber is lost, and what you're left with is essentially fruit sugar and water. This can lead to a rapid spike in your blood sugar levels, which over time can increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Now you might be thinking, what about 100% fruit juice? That has to be better, right? Unfortunately, even 100% fruit juice can have as much sugar as a soda. The difference is the sugars in fruit juice are naturally occurring. But here's the kicker. Your body doesn't differentiate between natural and added sugars. To your body, sugar is sugar. So, when you drink fruit juice, your body reacts the same way it would to a can of soda. Your pancreas releases insulin to help your body absorb the sugar. Over time, if you're regularly consuming high-sugar drinks like fruit juice, your pancreas may start to struggle with this constant demand for insulin. This can lead to insulin resistance, a key factor in the development of type 2 diabetes. The bottom line? While fruit juice may seem like a healthier option, it's often not much better than other sugary drinks when it comes to your risk of diabetes. If you want the health benefits of fruit, it's better to eat whole fruit and hydrate with water. Fruit juices, not as healthy as you might think. So, next time you reach for that juice box or bottle, remember, looks can be deceiving, and in the world of fruit juices, they often are. So, there you have it, common foods that could be leading you towards diabetes. We've journeyed through a world of everyday meals and snacks that, while seemingly harmless, could be steering us down the path of diabetes. It's a sobering thought that what we consume daily could be so instrumental in determining our health outcomes. We started with sugar-sweetened beverages, those deceptively refreshing drinks that are actually loaded with sugar, contributing to insulin resistance and increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Then we delved into the world of processed meats, a staple in many diets, yet a significant contributor to diabetes due to their high content of sodium and nitrates. The unassuming white bread also made it to our list. High in refined carbohydrates and low in fiber, it can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. Artificial sweeteners, too, are not as innocent as they seem. They can alter the gut microbiota and lead to glucose intolerance, a precursor to diabetes. Fast food, a convenient option for many, is laden with unhealthy fats and sodium, contributing to obesity and increasing the risk of developing diabetes. And let's not forget about fruit juices. While they may seem like a healthier choice, many are packed with added sugars and lack the fiber found in whole fruits, leading to higher blood sugar levels. This journey has not been about inducing fear, but about fostering awareness of what we put into our bodies and understanding the potential long-term effects of those choices. It's about realizing that our health is largely in our own hands, and we have the power to make changes that can ensure a healthier future. So, let's make mindful decisions about our diets. Opt for whole foods, limit processed ones, and remember to balance your plate. Let's choose water over sugary drinks, whole grains over refined ones, and fresh fruits over sweetened juices. Remember, your food choices today can determine your health tomorrow. Choose wisely.